Hey friends, welcome to my channel. As you may know, it is my dream to be an entertainer. So if you are entertained by this video, please give it a like, comment down below a little message of support because I know I need it, and consider subscribing for more content. So today is another reaction video to my old videos that I made when I was a kids YouTube content creator. You might be wondering, Cypress, why are you posting these? No one but you cares. But that's exactly why. I care. These no longer are on the internet, so they're just living on my hard drive, and I have a bad memory, so I want to put them somewhere that it's easier for me to see. So I'm going to record this a little bit differently because these reaction videos always get super long. So my point is to have them in its entirety rather than most reaction videos where they just post what they're reacting to. This is content that I created on a channel that no longer exists, so there's no copyright issue there, and so I have no issue with posting it because no one is going to say, hey, don't do that. So that's why I want this on my channel where I know it'll be safe, just to take care of it, because I don't know, when you create something even as silly as a slime video, a little piece of your heart goes in it, and I just want it to, you know, get some attention. So let's get started. But before we begin, I almost forgot because I had this headset on. I was like, am I on Tier 2, the gaming channel that I run with my sister? No, this is on Cypress. So let's leave our troubles at the door, and we are just going to, again, just kind of loosen up our body, just kind of check in with yourself, see if there's any place, like I've gotten itchy, see if there's any place that you are uncomfortable, reposition yourself. If so, go get a drink, go get a snack, whatever you need to do. I love to just roll my shoulders. I always have stress and tension built up in my neck and shoulders. It is ridiculous. And now we are going to do a grounding breath by inhaling nice and deep with our nose. Hold it and exhale on an audible sigh. There, doesn't that feel nice? Okay, now let's get started.
What's the deal, Pickles? Pickleina the Pickle Fairy here, and today we are celebrating the 4th of July, or Independence Day for America. And no matter how you celebrate this holiday, I think slime is the best way to have some fun. And so
this was filmed still around the apex of slime videos being super popular, but it also was actually at the decline of Princess Pickles. I can now say that, I think, because there's a little bit of drama there, so the that company is going defunct. So I think I can now say that without concern of legal action. The channel no longer exists, so it doesn't really matter if you know what it was named. You can't find anything. If you can find something, let me know, because I can't find anything and I've searched for it. So this is right before we really went in hardcore with doll videos. So this is one of the last craft videos that I did. I'm kind of doing these out of order. I just wanted to put slime out on the internet, so let's do this. This is all stuff I know that we already had, because at this point too, I was kind of helping, or maybe this was right before, I was helping with the other channel where it was run by children, and I was behind the scenes helping prep for those videos. So all of this stuff we already had, because again, slime is very, very popular, and so this was just me using what we already had. I know I needed to get a holiday themed video out. So I did.
I'm going to be making 3 different types of slime, and then I'm going to be mixing them together. So let's get started. All right, so I am going to pour some clear glue in. Food color.
So these videos were always actually extra challenging because they're only with my hands, and these are actually craft videos if you consider them that way. They're not the the traditional toy unboxing kid videos. So a lot of the other slime videos, you will have like, was it those keys people that, they're really loud and they're all in your face and bright lights and the face, really the face, I was just hands. And so that was already kind of an issue that I was facing, and I was trying to keep the energy up and keep the excitement up. And I don't know, I never really ran the analytics. I don't know how popular this video was compared to some of the other ones. Like I said, this was also around the downfall of it, and we switched categories. So by the time I started looking at analytics, I was already doing doll shows and doll videos. So I'm gonna guess this one probably wouldn't have been very popular because there was no face, and it is a tutorial, and it's kind of like a tutorial aimed at children. So I never really condescended. I never simplified things in that way. But I don't know that an adult would have looked for this, being like, hey, how do I make slime? So I also was never that good at making slime. It was either really, really wet, or like it never really stretched. I liked making the really soft ones. That was like, it was super fun to play with, but I don't know that it was traditional slime. I also hate when my hands are sticky. So you'd think me and slime just wouldn't get along anyway. You're just gonna sit behind me, aren't you? Okay.
Coloring. And I want it nice and red. There we go. Just like the stripes on the flag. Baking soda. And I'm gonna mix it all in. Saline solution so that it will form into slime. All right, now that the slime is formed, I'm going to stretch it out and add just a little bit of glitter. This is actually pink glitter. I just wanted it, I put way too much in my hand. I just wanted it to just kind of,
There I go again. I am really not good when it comes to like glitter and stuff, so I made a mess. I just laughed it off. The problem with that though is if you put too much slime, which I did not do, but if you put too much like glitter or something in the slime, that also stops because it messes with the chemicals, or maybe it doesn't mess with the chemicals, but it gets in the way of the reaction to be slime. So that is another way you can make your slime a little bit too chunky. So luckily I put it back in where it belongs and not in the slime.
Kind of sparkle. And now for the ultra fun part, we are going to add in beads, just so that it becomes crunchy slime. And ooh, would you look at that? So it has some shine and sparkles to it, and then it has the little beads inside for it.
This always kind of reminded me of like ASMR, sort of. I never really went that way. Actually, it's interesting. Maybe this one never posted, because you never hear the music behind it. I just realized that. Maybe that's why it never did well. I made it, but it never posted because we switched to the doll videos. See, look at this. Things I'm remembering now that I completely forgot about. So this is actually an unaired episode, so this is 100% me, I think. Or I downloaded the raw before, anyway, because there's no extra added on here, and I don't know that it needs it. But yes, so you'll notice I did do different versions of slime so that we could put those in the hashtags to get more views.
And lovely texture. And it stretches because, of course, it's slime. And next up is a white fluff.
So other than the ridiculously high-pitched voice, I think this is actually a pretty decent, again, I would say like an ASMR video. It needs a little bit more audio, so A in the ASMR portion, because it is more tutorial. But yeah, actually I think it's a quality in terms of showing you how to make slime.
Fluffy slime. Now for the fluffy slime, I am going to use just normal all-purpose glue, like Elmer's glue, and some shaving cream. Already it looks like frosting. I love fluffy slime. And now I'm going to add in some saline
I actually do love fluffy slime. That is my favorite slime if I had to choose.
solution so that it actually becomes slime. Alright, it's still a little tacky, but it is mostly now slime. There we go, guys. It is now the greatest consistency that we could have. This is the best fluffy slime I think I have ever made. It's good that I...
It was the best I've ever made because I always struggled making it. But actually, this looks pretty good. I'm proud of myself.
improving. Alright, and now I'm going to try something that I think will work and I hope will work. And that is adding glitter and then these little confetti looking like pieces. The rainbow seed beads. Now, I don't know, you can add it.
So I don't remember how this goes, so I'm watching this kind of blind, even though I'm the one who made this. This was several years ago. But I'm going to assume, looking at it after the fact, that I should have added that stuff in before it 100% became slime. Like I should have added it and then done the saline solution so that it would all compact together. That would be my guess. Let's see how it works out.
To other slime, so I'm assuming you can add it to fluffy slime. I'm not sure I've ever seen it done. So let's find out what happens. So I just want to add just a little bit of this silver because this is supposed to be white. So I don't want to change the color. I just kind of like with the red, I just want it to be sparkly. I'm going to knead this in just like before. Look, it worked! So it's still white, but it has little sparkles in it. Yeah.
That's probably because sparkles stick to anything, so I forgot about that. Let's see if the beads work if I even tried it.
Hey, fantastic! Now for the real question. Can you make fluffy slime crunchy? Well, this kind of looks like ice cream with like little sparkly sprinkles on them. A fluffy slime is not crunchy slime. It's not making any crunchy noises, but it does hold the little sprinkle beads in it. So
You can see that it's holding it, but you can hear that they're falling back into the dish. So probably long term would not work. Again, it probably would have worked had I done it before it became fluffy slime.
it still looks super cool, like it's some kind of candy or ice cream with sprinkles on it. It's super pretty. Last but not least, we are doing the blue slime. I'm going to use clear glue, food coloring, and this blue is actually kind of dark, but that is okay because I'm going to add glitter to it. And I'm going to add just...
I probably added too much of the food coloring, so I made it too blue. That part I could never really get done or get perfected, but I think it's okay. This part, it always looks like Jello or something. Like I forget that it's glue. It's kind of concerning.
A little bit of water. Now it is ready for the 8 pinches of baking soda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's right. I do remember I very specifically, every time I was in charge of doing slime, did not use the one that had borax in it, I think is what it was, because some children were getting allergic reactions to it. So I was always really, really sensitive when it came to the safety of children. And so I always cut that, so I found other ways to do it like this, like the saline solution and baking powder, stuff that was safe, because if any child recreated what we were doing either on this channel or the other one, I didn't want anyone getting hurt. So that's just a little tidbit there that I did purposely use different ways to make the slime that was not with the hard chemicals that could actually hurt or irritate the skin.
I actually want to cover this one in the blue. I want it to be super, super sparkly, so I'm gonna make sure I hit every nook and cranny.
And I think with this one, you'll see that I added too much sparkles. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Not that I remember it, although I feel like there was back in my brain. Maybe this is where I learned you can't put too much in. I don't think it stretches very much. I think it kind of rips. So unlike with the red, I actually did pretty decently with, and even with the white, it had just like the sparkles in it. I think this one has too much because I tried to make it too sparkly. And so I don't think it works as slime.
Look at how bright that blue is. I love it. Super pretty. All right, and now that it is all sparkly, look at that shine. I'm going to add these stars. All right, and I'm just going to add these stars in. Now hopefully this will still stick because I know it's got a lot of glitter on it, so some of the stars might not stick. There we go, they're inside there now. Look, it looks just like the blue part of the...
It actually worked pretty well with those stars. When I saw them, I was like, wow, those are really thick. I probably should have used like the paper confetti stars. I don't know, maybe that would have gotten too wet or something. This looks pretty good. I don't know how usability, like actually play with the slime, but since a lot of slime videos are just for aesthetics or for the sound and stuff, I think this worked. I think this was a nail if I were gonna do this as a nail or fail.
American flag, or maybe the night sky too. All right, now that all three slimes are made, let's put them together. I've got a lot more white than I do red and blue, so I'm going to just try to tear off a piece. I think about this much should do it. Ooh, so marshmallowy. All right, so I'm going to make a nice thin tube with this one. I'm gonna connect them long ways. There we go. Ah, it's stretching.
This is actually pretty interesting. I like just watching it. Yeah, putting it together. I always wish that they stayed separate, but this happens with like everyone who makes like the galaxy slimes and stuff too. They look really amazing when you take them out, but as soon as you start playing with them, they mix all together, which makes sense like logistically, but just playing with them and stuff, you want them to look cool. So I think that's what will happen here when they get mixed. But I don't remember playing with it too much because I knew it was gonna mix. So we'll see what happens.
Super, super stretchy slime. There we go. Twist it. I'm gonna start from the bottom maybe and twist it. Woo! Wow. Look at how cool that looks, you guys. And the textures mixing together is super neat too. Having the fluffy with the crunchy. I can actually feel it on my fingers. It's super weird.
So usually when I make comments like that, it's gross. So I wonder, it's super weird. I wonder if it was like feeling kind of nasty, but maybe it was just a weird feeling. It doesn't look like it wants to stretch anymore. It looks like it's losing that feeling. Sometimes when you play with slime too much, it gets dried out. So probably needed a little bit more like saline solution or even water, especially because they were actually made 3 different ways, I think, or at least 2 different ways. So those, like, I don't know, it might be some like weird science thing where they can't mix correctly or something. I don't know. But it looks like it's going to rip it, because you see I'm not really stretching it too much. Or I'm genuinely enthralled by the feeling of it, and maybe it is fine. Maybe I'm just guessing from my memory.
That is so cool, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did making. Like and subscribe for more fun and adventure in the future. And let me know down in the comments below if you celebrate the 4th of July and what do you do? See you later.
So I decided I was just going to let it play out, and it ended up going a lot longer than I thought it would. But that was really cool. So someone did edit. I wonder, I used to do some editing. I was mostly the content creator, but I did some of the editing. So I wonder if I put it together. I don't know that I put the fireworks in. That was a cute touch. Or maybe that was like the first section, and then we just never put the music in it because we realized we were never going to post it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching with me. I hope it was somewhat entertaining for you. I know it technically goes on a children's YouTube channel, but that doesn't mean that the content has to be bad. I think it was pretty standard in terms of slime. And I don't know, I remember having a lot of fun, so I just wanted to, again, put it out somewhere where it's safe on the internet, so that it could live, you know, in my memory, but somewhere that I'm actually going to remember it, because I have a horrible memory. So thank you guys once again for visiting. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember that you are loved, you are worth it, and whatever you are struggling with will pass. Until next time, stay crazy.